The hops are picked and now it's time to store them. So in this video we're going to talk about how to store your hops in the best way. Wow, let's get into that. I'm Dr. Hans and this is Dr. Hans Brewery, my channel about beer and home brewing. Today we're gonna dry the hops and then we're gonna store them so we can pick them out and use them as we want. I've just picked the hops. I've got a full bucket of hops and yeah, I ain't gonna brew today. I'm sick and tired of picking hops. So let's pull out the food hydrator and yeah, start filling it up with hops. But first, let's pick some gloves. Gloves are on, let's do it. Okay, so this is normal food hydrator. I don't think I will fit everything on here, but you can really fill up a lot because as soon as they start to dry, they will shrink and I will rotate the discs. Last year I packed it so much, so there were a gap between the rings and that was okay. So let's do it this year also. You really want to dry your hops as quickly as possible if you're not gonna brew with them like the same day or the next day. I have two videos about brewing with fresh hops, so I'm gonna put links down to those as well. If you missed the last episode when we talked about when to harvest your hops, you can go and check that out. Also, a lot of hops are going into the hole. Gonna sort that out in the end. So I'm overstuffing here, but I found that to work just fine. I ain't gonna have room for all of the hops anyway. Last tier. And as I'm not fitting everything, of course I didn't have to like overstuff it, but I want to get the most of them as dry as quickly as possible. So I'm really overstuffing this. Now I have just the problem with the cones in the center here, but hopefully I need a stick or something. This will be perfect. Okay, I'm gonna dry them at low temperature, like 30 degrees Celsius, and I have to put a number up here what that is in Fahrenheit, because I'm not a calculator, but maybe, no, I'm gonna guess 70. No, I don't know. Sorry. The reason for that is I want as much flavor as possible to stay in the hops. The best would be to brew with them right away, but I ain't because it's getting late. And yeah, a brew day takes a whole day. I'm gonna start this machine inside the brew shed. Tomorrow morning when I get inside there, I suspect will be a lot of aroma from the hops. And in my books, that aroma is lost aroma. So, but what can we do? This is the best way to store your hops. When it's dried up, it's time for the next step in the storage. So, carrying this down to the brew shed. See you tomorrow. Okay, this is the third time I tried to record this. I recorded a lot of video without any sound. Cheers, this is my Munich Dunkel, straight out of the Fermentosaurus. Recipes already up for the patrons in the DrHans recipe book. So I did do this a little bit differently. Last night, as the hops were drying up and gave room for more, I just filled up the tiers with more and more and more. And before I got to bed, I had all the hops on here. This morning when I went up, I rotated the tiers once again, and now 24 hours later they're all dried up. So it took more than 2 tiers to get to 100 grams. I think 100 grams is maybe around 3 ounces. Gonna put the perfect calculations up somewhere for you to find it here. Okay, and I have an idea that we're going to discuss in the end also about this bag. And let's try to fill the other one in another bag. When you're doing this, you need a good scale, of course, and a vacuum packer, because you want to store your hops in without any air and cold. So vacuum sealed and into the freezer. That's the best way I found so far for you to do at home. If I don't remember to link to everything I used in this video down below, you will find most of the stuff on my Amazon storefront, and that I will remember to link to. So scale is tiered. Just try to, and I spilled a lot before, so I will try to do this more gentle. From what looked like a very big harvest, it ain't gonna be that much really. Hops weigh like nothing when it's dried up. I think we will end up with under 250 grams of hops for all of that work and time I spent, and also some money. If you're not doing it for fun, it ain't really worth it, I think. But this is cool. This is a special Swedish variety, interesting to brew with, and that's why I'm doing it, for the hobby and for you guys, of course. Oh, so generous of you, Doc. Okay, so this was 170 grams, so 270 grams. Maybe we should have just put 100 in the next bag also. Why not? I will take out 70 grams. See how much? Not there yet. Almost. Okay, 100. So this is 70 grams of hops. This model is a good model. It's just like a long tube, so you can cut the length you want. And it's often a good idea to make it quite long. In this case, I have to. I'll always single seal the back end, as I don't need to do double seal, but the front I almost always double sealing. One escaped. So this will shrink into this. Take some time to vacuum out all of that air. Now, this is a quite cheap model. Okay, let's do the second seal. Okay, so I have 2 100 bags here of Svalöf S hops, Swedish variety, which is kind of exciting. We can talk more about the hops in another episode, but I have an idea what you guys think about this. I could send this away, one of them, to another brew tuber, and he could try, or she, sorry, he or she could try to brew a beer with the hops. And maybe we could do like a collab video where we brew the same beer as we have the same hops. And 100 grams of hops is quite enough if you throw it in the back end to get a good flavor out of the hops. You could just use another hop for bittering. What you guys think about that? If so, we could do like a nomination where you get to nominate which brewer. Then I could do like a pool, or we could do like spinning wheels. Spinning wheels are fun. What do you guys think? Who would you like to see me do a collab video with? Comment down below. Or yeah, is it a good idea maybe to start with in this video? And I could do a special video where we get to nominate other brew tubers. Because if I were just sending off 100 grams to like any of my subscribers, I could do that, but I don't have so much of these hops, so I don't want to give it all away. I spend a lot of hard work on them. So I think it would be more fun for all of us if we got to see some result. Yeah. What do you guys think? So this is how I store my hops if I'm not brewing it with the same day or the day after. Vacuum pack it and throw it in the freezer. Anyone storing their hops in another way? Comment down below. If you aren't already, consider becoming a subscriber. It really helps out. Like the video, ring that little bell, check out my webpage for my free ebook, and of course my Amazon storefront. Whew. I also have a t-shirt store. Yeah. Cheers guys, and thanks for watching. DrHans out.